NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A very Merry Christmas to you and yours on this special day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy. And both of us kind of feel the same way. This is pretty good second place. I think you know you're going to be not only calling or playing the only game in town, national holiday. Everyone's home with their families watching you. In our case, listening to us. It's a pretty special honor, and I'm happy to be here alongside you, partner.
We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. Time to add one more gift under the tree. Up we go, here on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. If he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, he's going to be a hard group to beat.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. On play action, here's Dak. This one complete to Bryant. And he'll be taking down the bait in business inside the 30-yard line.
Nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's down at the 3. What a run.
His combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
That is caught by the tight end. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, this will be a tough week to match up with.
Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. Second and a yard. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Slow, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the air again. Now he'll run. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him too short.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw with this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to share his block.
Looking for a seed, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Harrison Butker on down for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll run. It's Murray. And he's going to be brought down past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, He's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A chance here for Murray. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him. Like, when you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. That's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
A loss of 2 on the play.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. Throwing is Prescott. This is the teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Hurts. Caught by Saquon. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun for Barkley. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the game, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy certainly one.
And they bring him down by not until he crosses midfield.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
A first down throw for Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. He'll take it at the 12. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's second and 3 to go. Quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A huge play for Dallas. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
First down, Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it going in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The PAT, up and good. The Cowboys extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently second in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And up and down, just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. Wasn't a whole lot fancy. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play
second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Hurts again. Open man left side. He's got it. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the counter with Buckley. They'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Working in the pistol. And on 3rd down, ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Murray. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down. That's exactly the case here.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand.
Now a loose football. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic, 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. On the ground, this is Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, here's a 2nd and 9. And in motion is Smith. On 2nd down, Hurts. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This one fielded at the 15. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Cowboys offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. It's complete left side. It's a quick one. And they'll bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. To the right, caught by Sanders. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Dak. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Down Dallas. That's a 2-touchdown game for number 7 and 8 for the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down throw for Hurts. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5. Fake the give, now it's Hurts. Push the ball down the field, it's an interception. Picked off by Deron Bland. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. Oh, a loose football. And this will be recovered by the offense, so they avoid the catastrophe of a finish. Time runs out, and that's the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans get a vital win there as they move to 8-7 with 2 games left to go. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense could have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
Pass interference. Defense.
Here's first and 10. To throw, Hurts. When the ball comes out and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Dak can throw here on the first down. This is caught at 2. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his second touchdown tonight. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, bump him down to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check a playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push to postseason berths. This will be incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, the execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Right, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
Look them up on the 2nd down and 8.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. This one complete to Bryant. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are wild. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you.
That one, take it in. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for a score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back. He gains nothing.
Second and 10.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Here's 3rd and 2. Gonna keep it on the option. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense allows him, and you can see that. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's Barkley. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Hurts. And that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL. When you want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Prescott on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having it now.
is out of the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, a combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
They face second down and 7. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Quickly to the outside and complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Third down, 3 to go. Putting the tight end in motion. Hurts going to hold on to this one. A gain of 17 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dodson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Here's Hurts. That's the one thing they couldn't have there was sack. That might take them out of field goal range.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring it down. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. Kind of trot off the field, hoping that next possession has a different result.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. To the outside, looked in, got away. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase of what they call pass, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And that's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Pick this one up on the ground.
The ball carried by number 29. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up fourth down in less than a yard.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Here's a design run. And he's going to have the Cowboys first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
That's good for Cowboys. First down. First and 10.
Down Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up off this drive with 6 points.
Yard gain on the play. That's another Cowboys first down.
No give on the ground. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Christmas night. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark in just short.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. This quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight. He's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point is good. The Cowboys stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense are ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to keep this one. And down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage set. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passing. Generally, one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. They come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's down to the right, caught by Sanders.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
The tackle by Jordan Davis. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To the ground, he'll get it again. And and it leads to third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
So, 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it.
Are you kidding me?
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 24.
The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
This receiver is Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air again. Hurts. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Hurts again. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Makes the score Cowboys 56, Eagles 27.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
Set to kick off.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time.